Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the open Great League and let's try out this team. So we're going to be using the Serperior paired with the Diggersby and the Azumarill in the back. This is going to be an interesting league if they stay in. They decided to leave and go into their Feraligatr. We're just going to stay in here because we know that we have the slight energy advantage. Our opponent does elect to go for our Hydro there, and we are going to put this out in the one shield. Okay, it looks like they are building up a good amount of energy. We're just going to tank the move, and they go for another Hydro, which allows us to farm it down. So now we've already flipped the switch, and we know we have a lot of energy. They go into their Sand Slash, and that is worst case scenario because it's going to be pretty decent against our Serperior. And then our Diggersby did have to tank that super effective move. Scorching Sand gets used against this Primate here, and looks like we are forcing them to use some energy. We are going to tank the Rachis. We do survive, and we get to this Fire Punch, excuse me. It does KO, and now we're going to go into our Azumarill. Azumarill versus this Powder Snow Sand Slash, slightly better. We're going to shield the Drill Run right there, over farm, and we're going to force their hand. This is going to get the shield or a decent amount of damage. There it is. And now they're so low, we are going to be able to farm down because we can tank this move easily. So well played by us at the end right there. Maybe if we threw on better timing against that Feraligatr, it was still a decent situation, but it would have been a slightly better situation. Here we go. We got the Clogstar to deal with. We're going to go into the Azumarill, trying to get them to switch out, but they're staying in. So this is okay, interesting. They go for the Earthquake, meaning they don't have Sludge Bomb. Now we're going to throw in potential Hydro Pump, but we do rebuild Ice Beam. We're going to be able to get to this player off immediately. Significant damage, but they still survived. Forcing out some energy here will take out our Azumarill, and now we can go into our Serperior. We could one-shot farm down or just let this go. We decide to shield it. It ends up being the Hydro, and we're going to be able to farm down anyways. So we're going to see the Clogstar come in, and we're going to throw this Frenzy Plant to chip away. Now we're going to go into the Diggersby, definitely in range of a Scorching Sand. Now we're just going to see what this is in the back. Ends up being the Jump Up, and we do have energy advantage. Did we get enough energy advantage to take out this Jump Up though? Let's see. 2 Fire Punches gets it into the 50% mark. We're going to shield here, ends up being the Energy Ball. And then we're going to fire off another Fire Punch. It's going to get some good damage, and they elect to shield. So here we're going to, okay, they decided to switch and throw an Earthquake. We can tank that very easily. We're going to be able to build up a lot of energy at this point. They decided to go for another move. Stone Edge is definitely resistant. We have 2 moves. Then we're going to switch out into our Serperior because now we know for sure they don't have Sludge Bomb. We can survive this, come out with some energy. In fact, we can throw the energy first, forcing them to throw. If not, we take them out. So GG's to our opponent. And well played by us at the end game, kind of recognizing the win condition with our Diggersby / Serperior. All right, next game. Let's see who we face. We got the Serperior versus the Morpeko. Decent lead for us. They go into their Clogstar. We just go into this Azumarill because we're just going to sack this. They reveal Sludge Bomb, so now we know that we at least potentially could get a shield. If not, we have the Diggersby. We go for the Ice Beam. We do grab a shield, and that's huge. So we take the shield advantage. We're going to fire off another Ice Beam, and we get the second shield. So this is really, really good for us. And now that we revealed Diggersby, they GG's quit. So the main core, if you haven't figured it out already, is going to be the Serperior and the Azumarill. Diggersby is just kind of a generalist. Against this Electrode, we're gonna just stay in. We only really have one good answer to it, and that is the Diggersby. But you can see we're still doing okay damage with our Aerial Aces. So we might even get a shield here, maybe. Nope, no shield. They recognize that they can tank it. Here comes another move. Wild Charge gets used, takes us out. And now we're just going to go into our Diggersby to get the energy advantage. We see the Feraligatr coming kind of late. So we're going to be able to have possibly 2 Scorching Sands before they get to their 2 Hydros. We can tank 1. There's the 1. Okay, they are going to be able to try to CAP tie us, so we decide to just over farm. We're gonna catch something. Let's see what it is. Okay, we do catch the Hydro, and now we see the Dunsparce in the back. Dunsparce, pretty neutral against this Azumarill. We overfarm. We need to get some shields down, so we'll go for this Ice Beam. We do get the shield. Now is the next decision. Do we go for the quick switch out, or do we go for a move? So they had good timing on us. Unfortunately, they are going to be able to CAP tie us on that one. We're going to go for this Scorching Sand. Trying to fish for a debuff. Nope. We're trying to go for another Scorching Sand. We do grab that shield. Still no debuff. They switch out, giving us a win condition. We farm it down, and we are going to be able to win that game. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Diggersby at the end. Kind of being a menace, taking down the Feraligatr with some energy advantage, and that was the only way. All right, we got the Malamar versus the Serperior. We are gonna stay in. We can tank this move. Ends up being the foul play. We're gonna fire off this Frenzy Plant, and does a good chunk of damage. We'll take that. Now we're gonna be able to race to another Aerial Ace. This is gonna get the KO or grab the shield. They decide to shield it up, so we're gonna switch out here, and we get met with the Toxapex, the absolute worst case scenario here. We're just gonna go for as much damage as possible, but they're probably just looking for some farm down. They go for the Sludge Wave there. It's kind of surprising. We don't even get it to 50%, and that is just awful news. Here comes the Brine from the Toxapex onto the Diggersby. They go for the combo play. We're gonna shield here, look for the farm down, and let's see what they bring back in, because they're switch locked and our Diggersby has some good energy. They bring in their own Diggersby. Okay, this is gonna be tough. We have the energy advantage, but the health advantage is definitely on their side. We are in the 1 shield scenario. We get debuff, and that's not going to help the cause. This Scorching Sand is trying to fish for a debuff, and looks like they're going to be able to fire off a move here. Fire Punch takes us out. We just try to force some energy at that point, honestly. Going for a Scorching Sand. We do get the debuff, but they're so close to taking us out. All they have to do is just go for a Fire Punch. We end up having to shield that. We're going to go for another Scorching Sand here. This Scorching Sand gets shielded. We get the debuff, but you can see they're able to reach that move easily in time for the KO. So, unfortunate. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.